Geçmişin ruhunu, dünyayı değiştiren anları keşfetmeye hazır mısın? Derin tarih burada. Eunomia Annals'a hoş geldiniz.
Thousands of years ago, when humans first settled the land, history began to whisper. Hunters became farmers, camps turned into cities, and for the first time, humankind started telling its own story.
The period we call the ancient world marks the dawn of civilization. It begins around 3000 BCE with the rise of Sumerian city-states and ends in the 5th century CE with the fall of Rome. Between those two moments stretches 4,000 years, an age of learning, building, believing, and beginning again. Between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, beneath a scorching sun, the Sumerians built the first cities, Uruk, Ur, Lagash. Here, life no longer depended on the moods of nature. It was guided by human planning. Fields were irrigated, grain was stored, trade began, and with trade came law and the first kings. To keep track of goods, people began to carve symbols into wet clay. Those symbols became writing, and writing became memory. The first marks on clay were more than numbers. They were humanity's first attempt to speak to the future. Further west, along the Nile, another world was taking shape. Ancient Egypt lived by the rhythm of its river, its floods, its harvests, its endless return. For the Egyptians, order was sacred. The pharaoh wasn't just a ruler, he was the guardian of cosmic balance. They built pyramids, not simply tombs, but monuments to the human longing for eternity. In this land, science, art, and faith were never separate. To measure the stars, to count the days, to shape stone, all of it was an act of worship. At the same time, far away in the east, other civilizations were rising. In the Indus Valley, people built cities with straight streets and running water. In ancient China, early dynasties observed the skies, recorded the seasons, and sought harmony between heaven and earth. Different lands, different languages, but all shared the same question: how do we create order in a chaotic world? Centuries later, on the shores of the Aegean Sea, a new kind of light appeared, the light of reason. In the city of Athens, people began to question not the gods, but themselves. What is justice? What is good? What does it mean to be human? From these questions came philosophy, and with philosophy came democracy, theater, and science. The Greeks taught the world to think, but they also revealed how easily pride can destroy what wisdom builds. The same city that gave birth to democracy was torn apart by its own ambition. From the ashes of the Greek world, a new power emerged, Rome. Where Greece sought wisdom, Rome sought structure. It began as a small republic, but its discipline and organization built an empire that spanned continents. Roads, aqueducts, laws. Rome's legacy was not just conquest, but control. Yet no empire lasts forever. Wealth widened the gap between rich and poor. Faith shifted, politics fractured, and the burden of greatness became too heavy to bear. When Rome fell, the world of the ancients faded with it, but the story, the memory, remained. The ancient world didn't vanish. It became the foundation of everything that followed. Our laws trace back to Rome, our cities to Mesopotamia, our calendars to Egypt, our philosophy to Greece. Those ancient people, they were just like us, curious, fearful, ambitious, hopeful. They gazed at the stars and wondered who they were, and their questions still echo in us today. Who are we? Why are we here? What will remain when we're gone? To look back at the ancient world is not to look into the past. It's to look into a mirror and see ourselves reflected across time.